Okay, hi, I'm Nisa Bakri. I'm a chef. I have a business. My business in food and beverage. About European wellness, I got to know it through Dr. Mike Chan, Professor Dato Dr. Mike Chan. I had a few treatments actually, very pleasant. I had the hyperbaric treatment, which is an oxygen. So you stay about half an hour in this oxygen that actually cleanses you, and you go into a deep oxygen cleansing, which is really good. Then I had also something to balance my hormone since I'm in my 50s. So the treatment was actually specifically set for my age, and I like that because it's not about it's more about internal, and what I love most is European Wellness did the whole body checkup before I even started the treatment, which was my blood test, and then they scanned my liver, they scanned my lungs, I had a breast scan as well, and my pancreas. Alhamdulillah, I mean, everything was very well checked before I was given any treatment. And I think that's so important these days, rather than you just blankly or blindly go into a treatment without actually checking what you actually need for your body. So I did that for the hormones, I did that for the oxygen. I also did one more, I can't recall. I think it was for the brain. Yeah, for the brain memory. And 2 days ago I did stem cells. Yeah, so considering I am in a healthy position for my age, so the stem cells were more projected to take care of my internal organs. It was to take care of my brain memory, to give me a better memory, basically to reverse the age. That's the interesting part, right? Reverse the age, meaning you have more healthier organs, your brain is more alert, and then you are thinking better, your memory is better. So these are things, as we age, it tends to deteriorate. That's normal. So in the 50s, when you do it, I think this age in the 50s is a perfect age to actually do something like this, especially when it's God-given scent of a gift, doing the stem cells to revive yourself, to have a better internal organ. Then I think you look better on the outside. I first actually, before all this, the first thing I started using was the supplements, the MF3. I started using because I was going to climb the Mount Kinabalu, and I have these little heart issues from birth defect. So I'll get these palpitations, randomly. So of course it was a concern before I was practicing my climb, and I tend to puff a lot, panting a lot. So I found out about this supplement, and actually how it was actually a gift in one of the door gift. And I said, oh, okay, I'll try this supplement. And as I was practicing my climb, I realized my heart was a lot stable. And that was just 1 or 2 times. So the heart was really stable. And that's when I realized this supplement works for me. You see, it worked for me. And during the climb, I used the one that was good for my heart, for my bones, for my kidney. It was all to do with the organs. That supplement, I think it was a Neovit, and also it was the one that's the one for the heart. Basically, a lot for the heart, because that was what I was focusing on. And Alhamdulillah, I mean, I did a very good climb. I was healthy. I came down and I started using the supplements first before anything else. So I began more of it. So I went more for skin, for the skin glow. I went for the SQ, I went for the MQ. I tend to learn more about supplements before I actually came here to do to do the stem cells. Yeah. Each individual, they know their body. They know what they need. Some may have issues, medical issues. An example is my grandson he was autistic. For me, I'm a healthy person. I'm in my 50s. I want to stay healthy. I want to, of course, I want to be more vigorous, energetic, stamina. I want those things because I'm a very hyper person. I cook, I stand a lot. So I know what I need. And like my grandson who's autistic, I think he actually was the one who was so remarkable, because with the stem cell that was done on him, he tremendously improved, tremendously. And also for my husband, who's, he's around 67, and of course for NEG, and he had his own medical issues, which from his heart, his brain, for memory, for strength, for stamina, and it was a tremendous improvement. It's unbelievable until you actually see my grandson and you see my husband. And of course now, hopefully, when you see me in the next few months, coming on TV and everywhere, if you see the difference, then you know where it's coming from. But yes, those who feel that you need to revive yourself, if you have any medical issues, you need the right stem cells, you need the right advice. I think Professor Dr. Dato Sri Dmytro is just amazing. He's an excellent advisor. We have Dr. Dmytro, who is completely gives us the factual, actual need, what you need. It's not about what you want, it's what you need. So there's a big difference in this. So you need to understand that. When you understand what you want, you come here for the advice, for the consultation, you listen to everything, then I think this is the right place. I think European Wellness has done a great discovery. For me, it's the right place to be.